So for decades, the Aga Khan institutions have played a major role in humanitarian service across Pakistan through healthcare, education, disaster relief, and rural development initiatives. And now with Prince Rahim Aga Khan visiting Pakistan, attention is once again focused on the humanitarian legacy and future development vision of the Aga Khan institutions. And for more on this, we're joined by Pakistan's former ambassador to the United Arab Emirates, Dr. Jamil Khan, live from Karachi. Thank you so much, Mr. Khan, for being with us now. Ambassador, the Aga Khan institutions have been serving communities in Pakistan for decades. What makes their humanitarian and development model so unique and widely respected?
Well, why it's unique is because it focuses on the long-term community development rather than short-term aid. You know, it's not just they would start distributing the charities. They would like to make sustainable projects and plans for the community so that they are able to stand on their own feet and feel sustainable in their life, useful for themselves and for the community as well. And then services provided, regardless of religion, ethnicity, caste, creed, and background. So it's across the border. They provide the service to the humanity. And they have a strong emphasis. Basically, the education is the backbone of all their education, healthcare, and that gives them the self-reliance to any human being. And that's what they do. Before getting into any project of development, they ensure that the area also is uplifted in terms of its education. And the people at least have that much of level of wealth that they could draw and reap the fruits of those projects. So these are the fundamental points which normally they have in their mind. And obviously the transparency and professionalism, sustainability is the main features of any project they do it. And then it combines with the humanitarian work with economic and social empowerment. You know, society feels that, and societies are, the environments are created around that. Societies where the intervention is directed is basically it aimed at the social empowerment and economic empowerment. And once these two things happen, the families, the areas, the communities, they start flourishing, and they really don't depend on any kind of a charity or aid or anything. They rather not only become self-sustained, but they also become very useful for the society, and they start contributing into the society in terms of their intellectual contributions as well as their economic contributions. They start helping people out. They start getting included in those small projects themselves. So that's how they make the difference. Yep.
So, Mr. Khan, you spoke about the importance on sustainability in Khan institutions projects. Now, Prince Rahim Aga Khan's visit comes at a time when Pakistan faces growing challenges related to climate change and economic pressure. Could this mark a renewed focus on climate resilience and sustainable development initiatives in Pakistan?
His Highness Prince Rahim Aga Khan, his focus on climate resilience and climate change right from the very beginning. He started focusing on that. Even while the General Assembly had passed the resolution through which the Sustainable Development Goal, those 17 points, one of those points, climate change, and climate change revolves around other points also. So his visit definitely signals a renewed focus on climate adaptation initiatives. And Pakistan faces or rather one of the topmost countries with severe climate threats, including flood and water insecurity. His Highness Prince Rahim Aga Khan, in all his aid institutions, you will not find any plastic bottle, and they all are going on net zero by net zero emission by 2030. And that's how they are just setting up models, and they're setting up those pilot projects that the communities and the governments, they can always take the cue from there. And it's sustainability and its potential expansion of sustainable development is all green infrastructure projects. The collaboration with other stakeholders, Pakistan and other countries. That is already going on, and in fact, AKDN is making a contribution along with its all other agencies, Aga Khan University, and all other agencies. They are making contribution in the Pakistan sustainable development goal, and climate change is one of them. So the opportunities definitely for a stronger partnership between Pakistan and the AKDN that during this visit, and this visit by itself is a continuation of that legacy, and the Pakistan is honoring that. Pakistan knows that the Aga Khan family has always been very the sincere, and they have the aim, and they have the ambition for services to the humanity. Even if I recall the Aga Khan III, Sir Sultan Muhammad Aga Khan, he is the one who was the president of Muslim League back in 1906 and 1906. And he held that presidency for over 1 decade, about 13 years. And at that time, he's the one who spearheaded the Roundtable Conference of Muslim League in UK, and he represented this part of the world. And then the first school which was opened in Gwadar now is one of those very significant country in terms of its geopolitical significance, in terms of its significance in the economic development of the region. He's the one who bought that Gwadar from Oman in about $3 million and gave it to Pakistani government. He had that vision, and he had that in his mind, that how the communities could be developed. And today, his vision for the climate change, definitely, which is an existential threat to the humanity now, and the entire world is focusing on it. But he is the man, he is the personality who is really bringing in practical steps in his whole organization. And that is where we see that all the AKDN organization, and wherever possible, they are collaborating with their governmental organizations to really also help them out
Thank
in
you so much.
their goals.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jamil Khan. Thank you.